As of today, there are so many rumors around the world, especially about the COVID vaccine. Like what is it and when will it ready? So some speculation stated that the vaccine will be ready at the start of 2021. Right now, that particular vaccine itself are on the testing levels. And they also said that this vaccine used to not only cure people from the illness or disease, but to prevent other people from catching it later on, as declared by one of the news that I heard a few days earlier about the Sinovac vaccine from China. So here's why I disagree about the given motion, because right there it is clearly stated that the vaccine are only given, not prioritized to groups that right now are at a high risk of getting infected by the virus. But before we continue, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Satrio and I am from 11 Science 6. Also, good afternoon. And as of right now, I'm gonna continue to explain the reason why I disagree with the given motion from the given motion and explanation from the government side. So, as we all know and remember from my narration before at the start of speech, it is stated that this vaccine is not only used to cure people from disease, it is used to prevent other people from getting infected or catching the virus later on. And as we all know, let's just take an example from our country, Indonesia. We got a population around 300 millions, yeah, right, and it's still growing. So the infection rate are pretty spiky in a crowded place such as Jakarta, Bandung, and many major cities, right? So yeah, that's why everybody needs this vaccine, so there won't be another COVID cases. Because that's the main point of what a vaccine is, right? Also, let me just give a solution. Why not just divide people into some groups such as youngsters, elderly people, and then the frontline workers, the essential and non-essential workers, and many more, and prioritize some of them, like those frontline men, because we don't want them to get infected by the COVID, or else who could replace them? And then next to the elderly people, the youngsters, and the list goes on and on and on. And as we all know, that these vaccines are a limited resource, since it's man-made, and are being tested right now, as I stated at the start of my speech. That's why the prioritize other groups of people first rules should be applied. Let's say there are 5 million vaccines shipped every month. Well, you now, after you divide those people, you do the maths and calculate when to vaccinate those group of people. With the right calculation, this plan will work. And the only minus from this plan are some people whose egos are big enough to make sure they're the one who got vaccinated early. How to overcome this particular problem is by simply telling or dropping the militaries to secure the vaccinations programs, so there won't be any riots. I think I already explained all my points here. The next one will be continued by the second speaker, who's gonna talk about why the prioritized plans are a better plan than the only given to plan that are clearly stated in the motions by, and also in the explanations by the government sides. And then the third speaker, who's gonna carry on the debate with explaining how the government should act if things go off the rails. I'm Satrio and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.